Alright, hello everyone. Hello, how's it going? Stream Element, stop saying I'm playing Pokemon today. I'm not. That was on Tuesday. I missed out on Thursday because there was a really bad storm by me, but what's it called? It's really nice to see everyone. It's nice to see you, Alchemist. How's it going? It is Sunday. It is was I able to do as much? I actually got to. What am I playing today? I'm actually playing Persona 3 Reload. I think that what's it called? I think I might have updated the stream, but it's not processing over the information, so I feel pretty lost. Oh, oops. I was like, I'm playing music, but not quite playing music, so I'm like, there we go. Sorry about that. But I'm playing Persona 3 Reload. I'm at like the sort of late November period. So I just got to a really major part in the story. I got to what's it called? The Junpei despair arc at the moment. Because what's it called? He needs to go out and find Chidori, who is now back into the clutches of Strega. But it's been a pretty solid weekend. I was able to grab some stuff. I tried checking out Target because usually they have really good like Halloween out like decorations. On the Junpei Despair arc. I'm so sorry. I know it's not the best, but it's probably the closest I could do to describe it. I did all of the precautions I could to make it to soften the blow from it, but hopefully what's it called? It'll be able to process through easy. But yeah, usually with the Halloween decorations, because I have a black cat, like I'm able to actually like kind of do a bit of a life hack here, and that if I look up Halloween decorations, I get to have so many decorations for my cat Prudence. Usually it's so hard to find like black cat like kind of decorations and such unless it's like a holiday or unless it's like Halloween coming up. So sometimes I just pop in to be able to be like what can I buy for my cat? It's like, what are some things that would make me like get into the good graces of my cat Prudence? Because she's a very fickle and very clingy cat, but also very angry. You have a black cat, you can let them decorate with their cat hair. Yeah, they just completely do like interior. They completely redesign the exterior of my like furniture. I have a gray couch, and there's like a little section of it where she ends up like camping out at that just is like matted in black fur, and I'm like, oh man, I have to like constantly like roll this and re-roll this. It's so much work, but it's worth it in the end. Good graces of your cat. Good luck. I never know how to befriend one due to allergies. I'm really sorry about the allergies. I know sometimes it's really difficult for people to be able to kind of like even get close to cats because they have such a strong reaction to them. Like, even though luckily me and Amana haven't had those sort of flare ups, like I know it happens with people and it's not the best. But yeah, any section where she just ends up like putting as much of her hair as possible, like that ends up being her furniture. Like there's like a chair in the corner of like the bedroom where I'm only keeping it because it's such a nice chair, and I don't have a nice enough patio that's big enough for it. But because of that, like that just ends up being her chair because it just ends up being like matted with black fur, and it's like it's like I need to get out the big roller for some of this stuff. But yeah, aside from that, or aside from my cat, I wasn't able to find any decorations. Their black cat stuff for Halloween this year wasn't the most like flattering. A lot of it was a little like kind of creepier. Let's see. Get black cat friendly. Throw Ben quote. I feel like usually it's like getting like furniture that's a lot darker. Like I have like a very nerdy like throw blanket dedicated to 13 Sentinels. but because like the front of the cover is so like dark, because most of the palettes in that game are like brown and like different shades of brown and like beige. Like it just ends up being a thing where she like gets onto like the blanket and it's like, oh yeah, that doesn't affect you at all. It's like this doesn't hurt me in any sense. Wouldn't go to the pet store for cat themed Halloween things. I think that maybe the pet store might have more stuff. I think maybe by October the like I should go by a pet store to see what they have. I know a lot of it winds up being expensive because they kind of mark it up. Because sometimes they kind of mark up their items like specifically for holiday purposes. But at like a Target or a Walmart, you would be able to get quite a few just cheap. Just off the basis of it being something where they have their expensive items, but they also have their cheap items, and sometimes the cheap items have the Halloween theming too. There's getting some coffee in. But yeah, I wasn't able to find as much, but I actually got to play the what's it called, the metaphor demo on my own time, the Refundizio. But yeah, I think it was one of those things where it's trying to like kind of save a little bit. Yeah. Oh, the demo was really nice. I'm actually just like an hour into it. I can't wait. It's something I kind of want to play on stream at some point, but I'm also like I wanted to sort of play it on my own time just to see if it was something where I would play it on my own time or not. Or if it'd be something where I would want to marathon it at some point or like play it on the couch so that I could experience it either on my own or with Amon on the couch. But it was really good. I actually really liked at least like a little bit of the beginning of it, at least within the first hour I played. Um I know that was a called. There's quite a bit of stuff with like the sort of fantasy racism that you get with the game because ev- at first I read a lot of people talk about it online. I was worried that it was going to be one of those things like I feel like there's like a lot of other video games that don't quite handle racism as well because you're kind of playing from the perspective of somebody who is privileged and is just seeing bad things happen and is like, okay, now I need to be the savior or like I need to like talk down to people who are suffering. But because you're in this game and like as somebody who is being like targeted for prejudice, like it's a lot more of an interesting angle to work with because then you're just kind of reflecting it onto experiences either you've had or other people have had. And I think that by having the main character encounter racism just head on by being the target of said racism, it's a lot more interesting to me because it's something where like I'm somebody who like you wouldn't be able to tell that I'm like a minority until you read my name, but like the moment you find out what kind of minority I am because I'm Arab, like it's one of those things where people react to me a lot more differently and I'm like, "Oh man." Or like I'll read about me online and it's not going to be flattering and it's like the moment I pick the choice like it doesn't get easy like and like the kind of scene when you're just sort of lying in bed with like the little fairy character like the delivery of that line just really like cut to the core where it's like it's not something that ever gets easy, it's not something you ever get used to. Your name isn't Rock I mean, in a way my experience as an alien boy isn't too much different because what's it called, from the looks of it, I don't seem so alien. But when you find out my name and you look, once you learn my name, you start to look at me and you're like, this guy doesn't look like he's from he's from here. And it's like, I feel like the me behind the screen and the me waving around, like, kind of like share that sense of kinship. Most of mine already get that. My cover name isn't very telling. Yeah, it's one of those things where like my sister kind of got like the name that like could allow her to blend in more easily. But I got the one that's like directly tied to my granddad. So like because my granddad is like what's it called, just fully like from the Middle East, like there is nothing that I can like people see the ID and they're like, "Oh, where are you from?" or like, "Oh, you're from there." And it's like, "Oh, I think sometimes I try to make life easy. Sometimes I give a different alias when I'm at like places, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I'll just use my real like kind of just first name and see how it goes." I think for the most part people get confused because it's not something that it's a name that doesn't look distinctively Arab, but it's a name that definitely looks distinctively foreign. So I get confused for I've gotten confused for Hispanic at times where people are like, "What is this first name? Where are you from?" And people are just like a little confrontational about it. Sometimes it's nice to meet other Arabs because sometimes it's that feeling of like if you meet another Arab and they recognize your name, they're like, "Wow, where are you from?" It's like, "Where's your dad from?" And it's like it kind of feels like you're just kind of like you kind of just hit it off just on the basis that like you both just show up in like it'll be like at a market or it'll be like somebody who is Arab and checking my ID and they're like, "Oh, what's it called? This name? Are you from this part of this part of the Middle East?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, my dad's from there." Yeah, comparing family trees, everyone's just like, "Oh man, like I'm from here. My dad's from here." It's just like a way that you kind of like are able to kind of speak the same language even though you don't. And it's like even though I don't have as close of a connection or like as close of a tie with the Arab side of my family, it's something where the Arab American experience is something that's just hard to separate. So it's that thing where you're just kind of like, okay, like I'm going to be experiencing the world the same way that other people of my ethnicity are experiencing it. But it's also kind of like a very diverse pocket where now you're dealing with people that have your ethnicity but are from completely different countries. So they're just kind of like looking for that one person that shares that same exact like just corner of the globe and just being like, let's just talk about our family histories. It's like, what kind of foods you grow up with? Really? Same. Or like, really? I grew up with this. They make it this way. Got a variation of relative's name. I feel like that too, making it Sosa Junior too. Yeah, the way that's how my middle name is. Where my middle name has like what's it called? If my first name's my like granddad's name, my middle name is like my dad's first name and middle name. So I just have like I think there's like four to five distinctive names on my like license. And I'm like, I'm not changing this. It doesn't need to be first name, last name. Let my middle name be as long as can be. But yeah, it's good stuff though. I think the metaphor game, I still need to get a little further into it. I really like the dynamic though, and I love Stroll. Stroll is such an awesome character. Like I love that voice actor when he played Dion from Final Fantasy 16. So it's nice to be able to see Stroll again. I feel that say something super Philippine and non-Filipinos feel Western. Yeah. It's that kind of feeling where by being like somebody who's like half Arab and half white, it's something where I'm always kind of like teetering in between like spaces where it's like trying to figure out exactly how I fit in, but at the same time how I blend in or whether I want to blend in at all. There's a lot to kind of like have to like hash over that makes it really confusing but really troubling to have to navigate through like what's it called? A sort of westernized society where I have to mind my words and be able to pay attention to who I'm addressing myself to or how I address myself. But yeah, I feel like that's one of those things this game also really tackles is like exactly how do you speak to other people like while also being somebody who knows full well that like if you're publicly yourself, like the people around you are going to react to you differently, and that you can only really rely on your inner circle to kind of, I guess, keep you sane. Yeah, I feel like Atlas sometimes they just sort of charge into things like a battering ram. They're just like, I'm going to tackle like social issues, but like I'm going to do it like as like a bull in a china shop, just like as recklessly as possible, just like it's like I'm going to like just go head on, address this as forward as can be, and see like what I can like do feasibly. So it's one of those things where I'm interested but cautiously optimistic about how this is going to go. Because I'm kind of I guess I'm concerned mostly just how video games usually tackle like racism, but I feel like at least from the perspective they're having you play this at, like it's a little bit easier to be on board with without feeling like the people that I'm with are like people I don't want to be around. Because like I think the problem with like something like Tales of Arise I had was that Tales of Arise was something where like it tackled like issues from the perspective of somebody who's dealing with prejudice, but in your inner circle are also people who are highly prejudiced towards you, but also people like you or people like you that you have in your party. So it's that thing where you have to almost try to like the game try to forces you to be like, well, the person that's really racist has a heart of gold, so you need to kind of like meet them at their level until they learn not to be racist. And it's like, I mean, do I want that kind of patience though? If that's the kind of ironclad patience I have to have with prejudiced people in the real world. And framing this as something that instead of it being just something you have to accept, it's something that you have to do for the sake of survival, at least makes it feel a lot more grounded in like a real perspective. Yeah, I think with Arise it was something where you're the person that's being oppressed, but like you fall in love with a girl who's like the princess of the oppressors. And like even though she's going against them, she's also saying really awful things about like people of your race or like making prejudice remarks about people of your race, and it's like I'm supposed to fall in love with this character. But I mean, a lot of people like Tales of Arise. It's just something where it was kind of a hard hurdle for me to go across, just because I feel like there are a lot of times where video games try to address race from the perspective of somebody who has nothing to lose from this like kind of discourse playing out versus doing it from the perspective of someone who has a lot to lose is something that I feel like at least I'm getting from like the metaphor demo. But what's it called? It's fascinating. I hope that was it called. The game's able to follow through on a lot of it because I do like the characters a lot, or at least I like my main guy, I like Stroll. Those are the two main ones that I've like kind of gotten to be familiar with at the point in the game I'm at. Tales are usually decent with their racing storylines, but it's usually happening like slightly to the left of the party. Yeah, I think it's one of those things. I haven't played as many Tales of games, but I feel like a lot of the ones I've come across that deal with like prejudice and adversity seem to have a better grasp of at least kind of keeping you at a point where like you don't have to accept so much of like what people that hate you are doing, or like you'll usually play somebody who has a lot going against them, but all of the stuff that's going against them is stuff that's still seen as like a virtue, where they have a lot of adversity to tackle, like as far as prejudice goes, but it's similar in a sense to the metaphor protagonist having to just kind of navigate through societies where they know they're not welcome, but they have to blend in, or they either have to blend in or have to work with it. And it can be really hard to work with when people know who you are just from looking at you or from finding out your background. It's like it cuts to the core. But I was still very impressed with the demo. I'm impressed with how the game's turning out. Sorry, I spent like a half hour talking about the game. I was just really fascinating. I think it's the moment where like I definitely go on like mini tangents when I have like a very like a topic that I get really super invested in. I'm just kind of like just dropped in like it's like I'm somebody who always thinks deeply about like the things I play or the things I watch. Like I watched a lot of movies on my off time, so it's one of those things where like I'll watch a movie and then I'll talk about it and I'll be like, this movie made me feel this certain kind of way, but like, or like I like this film as art, but I feel like sometimes it kind of is one of those things where I'll look very deeply into a story, or I get that sort of film brain kind of mentality of being like, I want to explore the themes though. I want to tackle this. I want to question this. And it's like, the sort of academic in me can't help but just constantly be like, oh boy, a new thing for me to like hyper analyze. Whether it's a good kind of hyper analyzation or a bad kind of hyper analyzation, this not bad kind, but in the sense of like, man, like this guy's rattling off about like this song that's like just pop music, or this guy's rattling off about like this thing that was made for like a larger audience. And yeah, I feel like there's definitely something where a lot more people can can resonate with a lot of these themes. I know that I do. There is a level of privilege that I do have, in the sense that like I I'm somebody who I can go out and people won't instantly recognize who I am until they learn a little bit more about me. But it's also something where, because of that, it makes me hyper aware and cognizant of the world around me, and it makes me want to learn about the world around me. It makes me want to learn about what other people are contending with, or what other people like have to like, how other people navigate through things that I navigate through with a sense of caution. But at what point does that sense of caution go from, like, let's say like a code yellow to a code red? Like, at what point does the severity hit, and why would that be? Like, what differences do we all go through because we're all kind of just sort of sharing this experience? No, no, let me go to the main menu. It's okay. um, I do. I guess I feel like I like to go on tangents because I feel like it's something that does kind of open up the floor to be able to kind of like think about, like, I guess sort of what the world is like. It's something where I know a lot of VTubers especially like to shy away from talking about like what happens in like the world around them. But I feel like it's interesting to have these discussions because it's something where you're able to kind of either bounce off of others, but be able to kind of like have some sort of like shared experience as like just people behind screens. Like, just because what's it called, I got his model and it's really cute and is waving around doesn't mean that there isn't like a lot behind it. Or does it mean that like I want like a lot of my stuff to be like just kind of like stuff that makes you not think of the world around you. Like, I don't want it to be a little too like Cocomelon in the sense of like me just like making loud noises. I like to make jokes. I like to make a lot of my stuff entertainment, so I like to lean on the entertainment side of it. But I feel like if a game, or if like a movie or something that happened like, was it called, like pulled me aside and made me think of the worlds around me, I feel like it's one of those really fun things to share because it's something that helps to kind of build on like how we interact with like streaming in general. But yeah, it depends on the streamer. I can see what you mean with wanting to address those issues. Yeah, I feel like sometimes with stream, I wouldn't want like somebody like who streams to do like worldly stuff if like they have a very narrow view of the world. But what's it called? Oh, Isaac Lucky, how's it going? What's it called? I'm getting started on Persona 3. What's it called? Chidori is currently in front of Tartarus, and Junpei took it upon himself to just charge forward. So now I have to get my party a set. I think that this is the party I'm gonna go with. I think Aigis, Mitsuru, and Ken. You guys should be good. Oh, it's Scarlet and Violet. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. Well, is it still showing that? I feel like maybe I'm gonna have to... Like, what is that? Maybe I have to, like, stop and start over? Let me stop and start over. I think it maybe just didn't refresh, because I started the stream, like, earlier, and then I realized I messed up and didn't rename it. So then I stopped, and then, like, restarted it. But it was also that thing where, it didn't quite... Sometimes Twitch is really slow in, like, being able to process some of the changes, especially from the OBS standpoint. So I hope that a lot of people aren't stumbling into this thinking they're watching Pokemon Scarlet and then just watching the most like a very traumatic part of Persona 3. Like, if I click this and it's Pokemon, I'm gonna be so upset. Go to my channel, let's see. My channel from my phone. Okay, now we're at the despair arc. Alright. It's like, I'm glad the redeems are working, because I feel like sometimes it's a little embarrassing when, like, I'll, like, have the desktop muted. It's like, wait, why aren't the bananas coming out?
Yes.
Here's one. Thank you. Let's see. Are you ready? Commence operation. Let's see. Let's commence this operation.
Chidori! What's going on? Talk to me! Doing this doesn't make any sense! I mean, I know I'm not that smart. And I've done a lot of stupid things.
But
this is wrong! We shouldn't be fighting each other!
Junpei-kun, look out!
Seems like she was. Oh wow, shit! I forgot she had like a little
Hey,
ranged, like,
that was close.
that like a
Could've
hatchet
killed someone there.
or like an axe. It's not banana bonk, it's banana throw. I should probably change the verbiage of that to throw, because I feel like bonk was one of those things where I was like, what's it called? Like, I wasn't sure exactly what prop it was gonna be that was gonna be thrown. But bananas seemed to be the most. Alright, I'm going to do the posture check now. I need to stretch my back. Get attacked by potassium. This is more than the recommended amount. It'd be like a hatchet with like a spring to it. It's such a cool weapon.
Get back, Junpei. Talking won't solve anything now.
It's too dangerous! I know how you feel, Junpei-kun, but please, just back up! Medea.
Oh lords. Sure, biology can handle the recommended potassium consumption for humans.
Known that from the start.
It's like either they can handle too much potassium or like a single little bit of the recommended amount is too much. It's like I have to wonder exactly how much overkill like the average piece of food is for an alien. But it's one of those things I just charge into, like a spicy pepper where I'm like, I don't know how spicy this is, but I'm reckless enough to find out.
Chidori! What the hell's gotten into you?
Get ready.
Let's see. Oh shit, Ken. That was bad. No, Ken! No! That Chidori being like, I'm going to use my first turn to really attack him. I really don't like that kid and his vibes. It's like, no. Yeah, vete.
Here we go.
No, Ken.
I thought it was a Connor.
Let's see, raise party's defense, because that's...
I was careless. What's the plan here?
Alright, then lower your defense. Come on, Ken, at least... Chidori is like... First turn out. I hate kids. Sorry you had to find out this way, Junpei. But I really don't like kids.
You're all just a nuisance.
Especially the child.
Get ready. Orders unclear.
I'll go with.
Let's see. I guess analyze. It's like, can we just get it done?
Analysis complete.
It'd be like, just, what's it called? Okay, Junpei. You seem to like Koromaru a lot. Junpei's like, hey, Koromaru's a nice dog. Like, do you think that maybe we could just have a dog instead? Let's see.
Keep it together.
I should have done a Patra.
Much obliged. For your support.
I wasn't thinking.
This pain is nothing compared to the suffering I'm feeling inside. This is nothing.
Well, I know it's nothing because I know that Garudine didn't really hurt you that much. Ah. Let's see. Okay, let's get a Patra in here. Do I have anybody that has a Patra? Oh, Tanya. There we go. Won't be too confused after this.
It is time.
Let's see. Raise the parties. Let's see. Nullify stat debuffs. Let's raise attack. I don't have too much going for me. Aside from this. Let's do a Bufu Dime.
And now,
And then Ken, we can have you do... Let's do like physical. Maybe? This heavy light. Maybe I should try a shock.
why won't you leave me alone? I don't know. I
You-
don't know anymore.
Stop attacking us, and then it'll be all good.
Chidori.
Come on, Chidori, just calm down. Ah. It's like, why are you hurting us? And then you whip like Aegis in the face. Let's see. I don't need a Patra anymore, but fire isn't the solution. Let's see. What would be our best course of action? It's like, but that just stop attacking Ken, please. It's like, I promise I'll replace Ken with Yukari if it means you will not like try to just immediately go for like Burger solution.
What's the plan here? How about Rick? Keep it together.
What about Holy? Is that a good one on you? That's fine.
It hurts. I can't breathe. I'm scared.
I guess it's more thinking about Junpei. Oh, the fight ended nice.
Chidori!
I wasn't sure if the fight ended in the middle of it, or if there was like a point where her health got low enough where the fight would just end.
I told you. Don't touch me.
Chidori, please. Tell me why you're doing this.
What I fear most isn't death.
It's losing you,
What I
Junpei.
fear most is attachment.
Yeah, I think that what's it called? Chidori ended up getting really attached to Junpei, but couldn't really hash over those feelings when so much of her kind of reason of being was what Strayka was going for. So it's one of those really interesting things where Chidori comes off as just really fascinating because she has to hash over those feelings that are constantly just kind of tearing at her to kind of just try to like, I guess, separate from the main like Strayka party and their like sort of kind of murder pact to see the dark hour through. Hi Dressel, how's it going? How are you doing? Hopefully everything is all good. Hiya.
When I do, I become horrified by the thought of loss. My possessions, my life, everything. That's why we only ever live for the moment. But you, Junpei, you brought me pain I never wanted.
What?
When I'm with you, Junpei, I fear everything.
Well, I get that. It's like I fear everything as well. I understand. I'm going well. How about you? I'm doing pretty solid. What's it called? I had a pretty solid weekend. I went to try to find some cat decorations. I got to play the Metaphor demo. That was pretty good so far. I'm only an hour in. I played it on my own time, but I'm thinking of possibly playing it on stream at some point soon.
I fear loss. I fear death. I fear my time with you will end. That's why I...
Chidori.
That scent.
What is it?
It's the others from Strayka.
Oh no, it's the murder duo. And nobody's going. It can be like, I thought you guys jumped off of the bridge, and it's like, yeah, we found a way out. We swam back.
Bastards! You just don't know when to give up!
I refrained from interfering as
It's turn-by-turn combat and covers. Oh, I think was it? Oh, Takai's probably somebody have to fight at some point.
Chidori, I see that it is too late. You've been poisoned by them.
What the hell does that mean? You freaking ghost!
I am no ghost. Fate simply permitted me to live despite my detachment.
It's like seeing this in the early 2000s was wild. Yeah, it was that thing of just being like, just seeing like everyone in like the original PS2 one just being like, what's it called? Like, yes, I'm just persistent. I'm just gonna constantly be here and be like a menace to your party. Like Takaya, like, it's funny because I think with Reload, I kind of started to get a little attached to Takaya up until like the thing with Shinjiro happened. Because they do a lot to kind of like get him like to have little hangout events with you. And you have just like little cute exchanges. But I feel like when I first played it, like, I feel like anytime Takaya showed up, I was just like, man, there's this dude just spouting just whatever. It's like, this guy's just rattling off. It's like, I know he's worried about his powers and he's gone through a lot. And Persona, I feel like Reload actually dips into that a bit more. But I think anytime you see him, he's always doing something that makes you not like him. Whether it's killing members of your party or like hurting the people around you. And then just being like, giving you the most Sephiroth conversation about what just happened. It's like, oh, this is the fated destiny upon us. And like the fact that he sounded like Uryu Ishida from like Bleach made me like, oh man, this guy's pompous.
You might say I was.
See, it's that stuff where it's like, I am the chosen one, I am the Messiah, and it's like, good, this guy's just rattling off again.
That's it. I'm not letting you do this to her anymore.
Here you just kind of are like, wait a second, why are you doing this?
Protect
I
you.
went on a walk with you one time. We bonded over our dog Koromaru. I said, why aren't you wearing a shirt? And we hit it off a little bit.
Junpei.
And then you're still like, oh, the dark hour is too important for me to not ruin things with your party.
Midori, come with me. Don't stay with these guys.
Junpei, look out!
Oh.
Junpei.
Wait, where'd he get I feel like they didn't really show you exactly where he got shot. He just was like, whoop, got shot, fell. Dude, we walked by dog together. This is fucked up. It's fucked up, man. Koromaru snarled at you, and like we had a little laugh about it. It's like you got to meet people in my party. We got to hit it off like during my dog walks, and suddenly now you're like, man, I'm gonna shoot Junpei. It's like, why would you shoot Junpei? That's right, Fuka. No.
I'm so glad you're awake.
What year am I in?
Chidori? I thought I was.
Yeah, you know how you thought you were in the year 2009? It's actually September 29th, 2024. You will never believe what happened to your party. You'll never believe what happened to Seize. Yeah. Like Shinjiro gets shot and it's like, you know what? We're never doing this again. You're never going on my dog walks again. I was going to invite you to our ice cream social, but now you're not invited. This hurts too much. What you did was diabolical.
I was wrong. My fear, my heartache, I blamed it all on you, Junpei.
It's like, Junpei, bro, you'll never believe how many Persona games have come out between 2009 and 2024. Did you know there was an animated avatar of you dancing in a rhythm game?
I'd never felt that
They
way before I met
they
you.
dedicated rhythm games to your tale. And only now you're just seeing this happen.
And for the first time in my life,
It's like those really funny memes that came out, I think around like late 2020 or 2021, where it's like, hey, you just woke up. How's it going? Pandemics. COVID. What are you talking about? This is the year 1999. We're in the concert. We're about to mosh to Limp Bizkit. Let's go. Get up. Clear your head. We went to a club and danced for plot. Mental shutdowns? Shido? Who are those people? Dude, we're in 2009. Let's go clubbing and dancing. That Limp Bizkit. I think it was something to the extent of like, I feel like one meme it was Limp Bizkit, another it was like Nickelback in the early 2000s. It's like, dude, we woke up, we're about to mosh at Ozfest or something. Linkin Park is still together. I know they got a new singer for that, but I'm also not so sure. I know that there were a few other singers they kind of had on retainer for like live concerts whenever they showed up for stuff, but I feel like there is definitely that sort of like, I guess, kind of spot missing because of Chester. Or yeah.
I realized what I wanted.
And what's that?
I want to be with you, Junpei.
Oh.
Forever.
I want to be with you too.
But it could never last. And it
I'm gonna
breaks my
make it
heart.
last. I talked to you enough times where
We're
it has to
different from you.
last. We're not different.
Since the moment I gained my power, I've known the day I was going to die.
Huh?
The very thought of it horrified me.
Now we're gonna wake you up,
Until
Chidori.
then, I'd never once thought about death. But I realize now, dying means I won't see you anymore.
Chidori.
That's why this is for the best. You can't die here, Junpei.
Me?
It's like our social links will bring you back. It's like I bought you that Junpei, I bought you that flower to give to her. She would be spared if this happens.
What?
Oh. It's like, what's it called? The payoff is going to be nice once you realize that, what's it called? Like, our act of buying a flower is going to, what's it called? Keep it awake, keep the dream of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax alive. Of, what's it called? Doing, like, baseball coaching.
What the hell?
Junpei-kun! Junpei! It's her persona. Does it have the power to bestow life?
I don't believe it. She brought him back from the dead?
But wait, if she goes as far as completely reviving someone, the cost for that would be...
Chidori!
Oh no, I remember like getting really choked up when it was just like the pictures, but now that's animation, I'm like, oh.
I can hear you. The sound of your beating heart. But that's all I needed to know. Now I can go on living in you. I'll always be with you.
Huh? Hey, Chidori! Stay with me!
It's like,
What the hell are you even talking about? Hey!
This is how it has to be.
I wonder if there's any indication, because I have a deep fear that, what's it called, there's something I missed to revive her, but
I've got your
I'm
back.
like, no, this isn't the same as the other one, FES. Because I remember FES, it was really difficult.
This might...
Oh, sorry, gotta lurk for a bit, do stuff, stay strong. Okay, thank you so much, Alchemist Rookie, thank you so much.
It's nice.
Chidori!
I love you. Junpei. Thank you.
No, my babies.
Chidori. You're kidding, right?
No, we're gonna get you up, dude. We're gonna get her up.
Chidori. Say something, please!
Oh no, now they're getting like little clips from like back when he first remembered. Oh, that's actually really rough.
Chidori!
That's a really difficult one. I think that, what's it called?
Pitiful. Such a meaningless end.
Meaningless?
Hmm.
Ah! Ah!
Man, fuck him up. Oh, the awakening. I guess Hermes has become... What has Hermes become? I forgot. Has awakened to a new persona. Hermes has become one with Chidori's Medea. This gave rise to a new power. Trismegistus. Trismegistus. Trismegistus? Trismegistus. I'll figure out when Junpei says it.
Medea?
Oh man. Oh man, the Medea family reunion. Oh shit! Man, how is Jin okay with that? His clothes didn't set on fire.
You won't get away with that!
Junpei!
My, that was quite a spectacle. Now, allow me to respond in kind.
It's like, ooh, shooting. I love that. My favorite hobby.
Don't!
It's kinda don't.
Don't forget about your
We've already shot enough
You don't wanna
today.
waste any more time on him.
I have a much greater purpose to fulfill.
It's like, I have to run away now.
And since you have no means of destroying the Dark Hour, there's no
It's like, that's what I'm gonna say every time I have to back out of like a commitment or be be cowardly about something. Be like, I'm needed elsewhere. What was the thing? I have a much greater purpose to fulfill. Be like, hey, wanna come to this party on Saturday? I have a much greater purpose to fulfill.
enjoy squandering what little time you have left.
Profound sadness.
Yeah. It is the sadness arc. It shouldn't be too sad because I think I did everything I could to keep Chidori up, but I also don't know what indication I have that this worked in any way.
Let me go! I'll...
She entrusted you with this life! Don't just throw it away.
I'm in Chidori. Raizune? How did I vanish? What's it called? I got my Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday stream. I didn't show up on Thursday, but that's because there was a storm in my area, and I was really concerned because the last time a storm happened on Thursday, my save got wiped. And I'm like, I know I have extra time that I could do for before the Green Moon now that I got my save back. But like, I'm also like a deeply paranoid person. Or deeply paranoid alien. But I'll try not to vanish more often. I'll try to do my best. Ors. I'm sorry, Raizune.
Chidori. Oh, God, this is so hard. But it's not just my life anymore.
Junpei.
Everyone was silent as we walked back to the dorm together. No one could find the right words to say to Junpei. Oh, I'm just a lowly follower. Why follow? What? No, I'm not trying to. It's okay. What's it called? I can be here for as long as I need to, or as long as, what's it called, it makes me feel present. It's okay. I'm sorry I keep streaming at times where you can't catch me. I see an attractive reflection capable of capturing people's hearts. Man, what a... Man, Minato is such a kiss-ass for himself. How prideful. Looking into the mirror being like, I see the paragon of sexiness right in front of me. The fridge is broken. I should use the one in the lounge. It has not been turned on. TV, there's nothing good on. Calendar, the shelf, the mask from the summer festival. Yuko and I walked around and saw a lot of stalls. Oh, that's really cute. It's a model of the tower. Ryoji and Junpei were full of energy when we visited Kiyomizu's temple. You can interact with these? Model of the tower. A mask from the summer festival. That was Yuko. Oh, it's so cute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm like this. It's like, is there anything I can do to not vanish or feel more present? Let's see, vending machine. I bought all the sodas. Yes, feel bad even more. Oh no. Orders. Let's see. It's like, I know I'll feel pretty terrible having to talk to everyone here, because everyone's trying to find the right words to say to Junpei. But like, we all have suffered with people not being alive, so we're all actually experts in the subject. Junpei-kun and Chidori-san had such a beautiful connection. Even now, they're still together, but I never thought it would end like this. It's too tragic.
Excuse me.
The top priority of all living beings is the preservation of their own lives. Even if one tries to give up on their life, give up their life for another, this instinct is likely to be a limiting factor. Despite this, Chidori-san really did give up her life force to Junpei-san.
Oh.
The connection between them must be special enough to transcend even her most basic instincts. She was the first girl Junpei's ever been serious about. Do you think he'll be okay? I'm not sure.
That's...
Yeah, I guess you can't be, but hearing you say it out loud makes me worry even more. What about, yeah, eventually?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. Thanks for saying that, though. It makes me feel a little better about bullying Junpei once he's back. No, I'm sure she feels quite a bit.
Say.
She was taking those drugs as well. If she hadn't died now, she most likely would have died soon. But fate chose the most beautiful way to end her life. Hey, you don't know if she's still around or not. How's Junpei holding up? I'm sure he knows what he has to do. I wonder what Strega is. Maybe there's a mastermind who planted the ideas in their heads. What on earth are they thinking? Couldn't they foresee this happening? You're like, Ken's like, yeah, first you killed Shinjiro, then you, what's it called? I guess they're trying to go after the Chidori. He's got real personal beef. This is the beef table. Everyone here has a very deep reason for hating Strega. Let's see what's on TV. More details on the explosion that was thrown into Tatsumi Memorial Hospital. Miraculously, no one was killed or wounded, but one patient is presently unaccounted for. Let's see. Hi, message from Maya. A new burger. Something for you? Let's see. I don't think Junpei's in his room. Ken is not in his room. Junpei. He is in his room, but he's not responding. Oh, he's not like out and about or anything. I see. So if I leave here, there's Maiko, Nozomi. Let's see what Maiko's up to. It's been forever. Be like, I've had enough gameplay. How about some story? Let's see. Hanged man? Do I have a hanged? I do not. Should I fuse a hanged man? Ugh. Let's see. Let's use the town map. Let's go to the Velvet Room. Let's see if I can get a hanged person.
Good day.
Is there something I can assist with?
Are you accepting a request?
Those are just milestones.
Very well.
What are some things I can fuse? Let's see. What can I feasibly fuse?
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Let's see.
Please choose the personas you would like to fuse.
Let's see, Temperance and... Let's see... No... Black Frost? No... Hierophant.
Take all the time you need to consider.
Justice... Sun. These ones won't give me anything. The most I could get is just Dionysus from these two.
Have you all the elements you need?
Oh, Alice. I don't have enough for Alice. I have enough for Norn. So I would have to find a way to fuse Lachese. Actually, I don't have that high of a level.
What kind of persona do you desire?
This power might be too much for you.
Yeah, I don't have that Chariot or that Arcana. So if I'm going to use Hangman, it would have to be this one.
Are you satisfied with this?
And I am not satisfied with that.
Are you finished? We look.
So I will be feeling worse. It's like this is part of the feeling bad arc. I shall vanish now. Continue to wallow in sadness. Don't be sad. No worries. What's it called? What's it called? For all that good times on the channel. I know, what's it called? This wasn't a most... This was a...
Profound sadness.
I know this was a depressing, what's it called, part with the Chidori stuff. But it should be okay. Let's see. Oh, you have time off today? I have cram school right now, but I'm not going. Not fare thee well. Haha. Will you play with me? I feel like Maiko will grow stronger. Let's see. Yay, what should we do?
I'm kind of hungry. Let's go out to eat.
Alright, let's get some food. Man, I could go for some food. But I know I can't end this soon. I have like at least an hour left in me. Let's see. How do I use this hour?
What do you want to get?
Let's see, what do I want to get? Do I want hamburgers or do I want Chinese food? No, Japanese food. Sorry, I was looking away from the screen. I've been thinking about ordering Chinese food recently, so that got in my head. I'm like, But no, this is Japanese food and hamburgers. I think kids usually like hamburgers, so let's go with this.
Oh, I want a frog burger from Wild Duck. Come on, let's go. So, the other day,
Mom and
Mom
Dad.
and Dad,
What did Mom and Dad do?
they talked divorced.
On the big D.
It was sad. But I listened to the whole thing. Did I do good?
What's it called? It was sad, but I listened to the whole thing. Did I do good? I feel like you're a good girl. Such an odd way of putting it. Just say you did good or you did great. You're a good girl has such skeevy vibes from it.
Thank you. So, Mom and Dad.
What do we gotta do about your
said
parents?
When there's no love, it's hard to stay married. But they said not to worry, because they would love me no matter what.
Be like, what's it called? I hate your parent, your mom. Or I don't like your mom, but I like you. But I don't like your mom. It's like, it's still like an odd atmosphere to have to live under.
So I told them it's okay if they get divorced. It must be hard to live with someone you don't love.
Man, it's so hard to kind of look at the contrast between the two models, because like the Maiko on this screen, or the Maiko on like the portrait side, looks like she's in like, she's really upset and she's in despair. Meanwhile, like the Maiko like character model looks like she's just kind of like having a hard time accepting it, but is just forcing herself to have to deal with that reality and have to hide the pain.
Hey, so I have to choose if I want to live with Mom or Dad. Who do you think I should pick?
Wait. Oh no, to further the social link, I have to choose the dad. I hate the dad. He's abusive. He's not a good person. Why game? Why are you making me choose this one? I don't know what problems the mom has, but the dad is definitely a red flag, if anything. Sorry, Micah.
Yeah, I love my dad. He always buys me toys.
But he hit you. Ugh.
But Mom cries all the time now. I don't want her to be all alone. Maybe I should go with her.
Unless it's a joint custody thing where they have to share like
If I go with
time
Mom,
with you
I have
both.
to move somewhere far away. And then I won't
I don't
be
know
able
what the
to
legal
play
system
with
is like in
anymore.
Japan when you divorce.
Fair.
Like, is it something where like somebody could cut ties like immediately? Or is there some level of child support or like joint custody that you have to do? It's interesting because I have a supervisor who's like, I guess, who's had to contend with like the joint custody sort of thing where some weekends like she would have to have like her ex-husband watch over their kids. But she had since moved on with, I guess, a different husband with more kids. So it's just that sort of feeling of like every other weekend you just hear like, oh, this was a weekend where he had to take care of him, so what's it called? I was able to do this, or what's it called? This is a weekend where I have the kids, so I get to do this with them. But is it really something here where like when you have full custody of it, I guess it's like full
I
custody
miss you too
rather than
much.
joint custody. I don't know at what point like somebody could get full custody, unless you go through the legal system for it in Japan, maybe.
You better get home. Hey,
This is also
Can you hold my
2009,
hand on the
so I'm
way
not
home?
sure exactly if maybe the legal system changed to the point where joint custody would be something that'd be more commonplace.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hello. Junpei-san's still in his room. It's hard losing someone you're so close to. I hope he's okay.
Ken just being like, I'm the adult in the room because I've gone through the most adversity. It's like, I hope he's doing alright. I know what it's like to go through what he went through. We looking at this 10-year-old like he's like the elder or like the authority on the subject. And be like, yes, Ken, teach me how to deal with grief. Junpei is still in his room, he's not responding. Oh no, this is probably like the first time I have like nothing. Bank of consoles. There's a new recording. Oh. What new recording is there? November 13th, 2009. I think the only one we have left, I think, is Ken. Or Koromaru. Oh, Ken's here. Looks like this is Samada's room. I was training.
This room really is too small to practice in.
I'm gonna hit your forehead.
But come to think of it, I guess I don't have to practice in secret anymore.
Yeah, practice in the living room. Knock over all of our belongings. Destroy the TV.
Although, I don't live on the first floor here, so I might be disturbing the people downstairs.
It's like smack the vending machine to see if you can get some extra soda from it.
I chose a long weapon so I could match the reach of an adult. But then I learned that long weapons are actually better suited for tall people.
Oh shit.
Oh, I hit my shin again.
Man, head and shin.
Jeez, I hope I get taller soon. Oh yeah, where'd my milk go?
Oh, not having to go to milk for growth. Being like, look, it's like this is the only way I know how to like grow tall is through all of the milk propaganda.
Maybe I should be drinking more milk. It hurts my stomach sometimes though.
It's like, gotta chase it down with some coffee, but I can't let them know I drink my coffee with milk. Man, drinking milk in the darkness. That's the exact kind of like Batman behavior I would expect from Ken. Just being like, I need to be a better person, so I'm going to be drinking milk in the darkness. It builds character. Let's see, let's get some Nasty, let's get some Power Bar, let's get some Mountain Dew. There we go. Hit up all our soda spots. I can't level up my stats, that's not necessary. I don't have social links to do. It's like, what do people do when they've maxed out all of their stats and aren't doing social link stuff? I guess it's leveling up other social link stuff. Let's see if the PlayStation has anything.
What do you got?
Probably have lots to sell. There we go. Let's see, I've been using iGuess a lot.
You might find useful. So feel free to browse. That what you want? Great. It's all yours.
Clip. I kind of like this one.
Prices are a bit lower today. Take a look if you have the chance.
This poison one seems nice. Equip that. I don't need Koromaru's stuff. Let's get armor for Igus. This one offers more SP. They're more of an attacker, but this should be fine. Equip and then sell, yes.
long as you need.
Ken doesn't need any of this. Does Ken need any of this? Okay. If I go by the third one and it's still high, then I need to upgrade the armor. I know Akihiko.
I'll do whatever is in my power to help you. That's my duty after all.
Koromaru, not Ken. Maybe not?
Uh-huh. What are you looking for?
I think this should be good for now.
What do you got?
Yeah.
All done here?
Perfect.
Come back soon.
I should probably save here. There we go. I think I need to go by the computer. 'Cause the club has nothing for me. I need to go into the front and see if I can level up somebody's social link. Who am I at the moment? Or where am I at the moment? Let's see. Because there's Kenji, Fuka, Mitsuru, Yukari. Maybe Mitsuru. Let's see. Let's do dating site. Let's see. Picture anyone you wish to intensify your relationship with and click the button below. Mitsuru or Fuka? Maybe Mitsuru. Yukari. I feel like Yukari might be difficult to... There we go. Let's see what my personas look like. Lovers is low level. Priestess is high level. Empress. I have to fuse an Empress. Oh no. I have to fuse an Empress. Oh no, I found the thing I need to do. I always hate going to the Velvet Room because it just means I have to do like extra homework on what I need to prioritize for my party. I have to like not only micromanage what my party needs, but what social links like will get leveled up based off of what I have.
I'm looking forward.
And it's like,
How may I
oh,
assist you?
social links. I forgot. Let's see.
Which will you choose?
Temperance and let's say
Take all the time you need to consider.
let's see, strength. Is there anyone I could fuse for strength that would be fine?
This one is somewhat beneath you. This one is somewhat beneath you.
I know a lot of these are beneath me. Justice? Jatayu, I have Jatayu. Because what's this one I'm missing out? Lachesis. So I think that might actually be one I need to do. Let me actually fuse that one.
Are you satisfied with this?
Not really, but I'll find out how. Let me register Thoth.
Registering, I see. Will you register it to the companion? All registered. Please take a look.
By Arcano, what's like the latest or most recent Empress? 48.
This persona is
It would-
unregistered. This persona is unregistered.
Ah, please choose the personas
So
you
let's
would
do
like
Hanneman
to use.
and Lachesis.
Are you sad? What do you wish to inherit?
Let's do my Basudi. Let's see. Temporary resist attack? No. Evade slash resist slash. Megiddo. Counter.
It appears it will receive an immense amount of power.
I can accept this.
So it begins.
I'm Lachesis. I shall measure the thread of life, guiding you down the path you choose.
Right. Let's do a special fusion. Let's get Norn. Oh, I can't do Norn.
Control this one yet.
Oh no. I need a level up for Norn. Mata though.
This persona, yes?
Which ones do I have? I don't have any of these, so I'll just have to pay out of pocket.
Please choose the persona.
That just means I have to
you would
fuse somebody
like to
else
fuse.
too. Oh, it's so crummy. I don't
Seeing
want
what
this.
personas come to be
I don't
is a
want
great
this.
joy of mine.
Don't want this. That's too good. That's the same thing I have. I wonder how I can fuse Parvati. Or it's not Parvati, it's the...
Take all the time you need to consider.
What was the Greek... It's like the one thing that ate pomegranates instead of
Seeing what
heads.
personas come to be is a great joy of mine.
Oh, Hera, I think. Persona 3, is it Hera? No.
Seeing what personas come to be
Empress.
is a great joy of mine.
Empress Personas. Haritzi. It's Haritzi that I need to fuse. But the main question is... which one? Satanta and
all the
Vasuki.
time you
So I
need
do need
to
to fuse one
consider.
more dude. Suzaku is good. Parvati is important. Titania is important. Rongda I could probably fuse with somebody. Throne, I have Throne. Maybe Daisojo? That might be fine.
This persona, yes?
I can live with this. Let me just register
Well,
Rongda.
It is a special persona.
Registering, I see. Is overriding, except I've completed registration.
Yeah,
Very well.
I can do this. Let's see.
Now,
Which will you
It would
choose?
be Rongda, and it would be Daisojo.
this persona, yes? What do you wish to inherit?
What to do? What to do? We have. Wait, fire. Who has fire? Suzaku has fire, so this actually works still. Rongda's main thing is having physical with a few high counter stuff. They're a really good one, but I would like to wait a little
Is
bit.
this acceptable? What do you wish to inherit?
So let's say high counter app pupil. Lowers all foes' attack. Restores party's HP. Different holies. Now nullify debuffs, lower all attack. Maybe a lower attack.
It will receive an immense amount of power.
It's finally time.
Daisojo. That is my name. Thou, with a body not of rot and decay, but flesh and blood, let us welcome the day of salvation together. Alright. We got a Skull Man. Nice. So I got all of the Hierophants, I got these ones. Let's get Hama Boost going. Let's get growth out of there. Oh, this close to nulling dark. Let's see.
It is a special persona you desire.
Please.
Let's
take a look.
summon, I believe it was.
Very well.
Let me actually, what's it called? Let me save and then get these other two. Because I have a feeling if I mess this up, I'll have to probably restart.
I've been waiting. Oh my.
Oh, half filled. At first glance, it seems like a lot, but to think we're only just halfway. Once again, the potential you possess has left me in awe. Now, to show you my appreciation for all your hard work, the cost to summon a persona from the compendium will be discounted even further. I hope you make good use of it.
How may I assist you?
Oh man, I'm gonna make real good use of it. You better believe it.
Please take a look.
Let's see, we got Siddhanta and Vasuki. Let's see if I got.
Please, is this acceptable? May it be
I
your
got
inner strength.
Siddhanta and then Vasuki is you.
Is this acceptable? May it be your inner strength.
This is
Very
acceptable.
well.
Let's fuse that. Let's get this together.
Ah, please choose the persona.
This one is somewhat beneath you.
Oh, it's gonna be. It's still beneath me, but
Please choose what
I have quite a
skills
bit to
to
choose
enhance.
from. Let's see. Let's get. Sharp student. Let's do auto Tarukaja? No. Do no poison to Kunda. And counter.
It seems you have been blessed with some power.
It seems. I think this is good.
Why, this is exciting, isn't it?
It is.
I'm Hariti. I shall watch over your growth, ever at your side.
Alright, we got nothing. Alright, this might work.
Very well. We look.
We look. But we only look.
Good day. Very well then.
Oh, this is the evening, so it would work out. Alright. Now with this in mind, I guess nobody wants to do anything, so yeah. Alright, let's do dating site notes. I guess let's power through, let's say it's through. I don't think I did a good job at getting the Empress sooner. Prayer's done. Having meditated on your relationship, Mitsuru feels more important to me. I feel like my bond is growing stronger. Man, it's almost Thanksgiving. Let's see. Career experience week till we'll take over in the next 4 days. It's kind of almost Thanksgiving. We got like a couple months away. We're like a couple days away from October. Man, I can't wait for Halloween. I should take some time off for that. Iwatodai Strip Mall. Wild Duck Burger.
Good morning.
Oh no, I gotta do fast food.
Everyone who's in the internship program, please follow me to the back entrance. We'll provide you all with uniforms.
It's like I already
Once
got
everybody's
like
dressed, we'll get to work.
experience doing the cafe stuff. For the next 4 days, I'll be helping out with cleaning. Oh, it's not customer facing. Awesome. I worked hard to get used to the job.
When you're done there, could I ask you to take the trash out?
Is that Kenji? I hope it's not. Tomochika's in front of the restaurant. Oh no. Do you have anything better to do?
Oh, hey, morning. You, look good in that uniform. Forgot you chose this place, too.
You too?
Yeah. So I guess we both picked the same place for the internship program. You're already a step ahead of me, though. I overslept like hell.
Oh, this is a mess up.
Damn it.
You
Oh,
messed up on your
screw this
first day
one.
of work.
Coming in late on my first day, they're gonna be so pissed. I know a guy who works here. He said the manager's a real hard ass. Man, I really don't want to go in now. What do I do?
Nothing I can do. Let's go together. What's it called? They can't be mad with my $1 million smile. They'll just be like, oh wow, put on the uniform. I was gonna be pissed at you, but like, Makoto's like, what's it called? His demure charm. Like, couldn't possibly allow me to get mad at him, let alone people he's friends with.
You'll come apologize with me? Dude, you're the best, man.
I am the best. I think you should keep saying that I'm the best. I want to hear that again.
Dude, you're the best, man.
I know. I know. Thank you, Kenji.
No, wait. Even if you back me up, I can't just tell them I overslept. Wait a minute. I could just pretend I was here all along. Put on a uniform and
Pretend to be the undercover boss. You're like, man, I'm trying to figure out everyone from the top floor. Pretend that you're like a marketing manager and you're trying to get a glimpse of what the new menu is like.
I'll just say my stomach wasn't feeling so good and I was in the bathroom this whole time. So,
It's like, I'll just tell them I got food poisoning from your establishment. I was in the bathroom this entire morning because I had a wild duck burger in my fridge. It's been there for like 5 days. I figured that it would be preserved because it's just made of like chemicals. But it actually hurt real bad when I ate it.
Please, do me a solid. Grab me one of those uniforms and bring it out here. I'll treat you to any food you want. You can look at my homework, so please.
Lying is wrong. Fine. I mean, this is gonna be a fine because I'm like, lying is wrong? Lying? It's like, I can't be like a Boy Scout when I've gotten this far into this game by kind of not the best means. Not the most noble. The ones where it involves going into a dungeon late at night and having to tell people, oh no, I do nothing on my evenings.
Dude, for real? I owe you my life, man.
I'm holding you to that. You're gonna make the grand sacrifice from Nyx instead of me. I expect you to be there.
Just hop on in there and grab it real quick. If you hide it under your shirt, nobody will...
Oh, there you are. Working hard?
Or hardly working.
Seriously? Why do I get stuck having to supervise 2 classes worth of students? I'm suddenly the young and spry teacher when it's convenient. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining to
Should be
students.
dumping this on us.
In any case, it looks like you two are doing just... Hey, Tomochika, why are you still dressed like that? Wait a minute, don't tell me.
Overslept.
Well, you see, I may have slightly overslept.
Are you kidding me? How many times did I tell you all to be here not a minute late? Jeez. First someone skipping out, and now this? Why does it always have to be my class?
What? Somebody skipped out? Well, that's just terrible.
Kenji tried to salvage it. We're like, hey, I made it, so I am like a paragon of...
So, who was it?
Who did it?
Don't you grin at me like you found a friend. More importantly, I sure hope you...
I bet
let them
Ryoji
know
was
you
the
were
one
going
who
to be late.
skipped. He's been very
Well,
irresponsible
you
lately.
See, I guess my schedule just didn't line up, so...
Always call first when you're running late. It's common sense. Ugh. I'm definitely getting a talking to later. You're going to go apologize. Right now.
Wait, now? I need to gather my thoughts first.
Wing it.
And what exactly do you mean by that? You're not trying to find some way of getting out of this, are you? Are you even aware of all the trouble you could have
Of all the
caused?
pain. You know how much work I've had to do because you're not here.
You left the team short-staffed. The manager's probably worried. If this were a real job, you'd be fired on the spot. Now, go in there and apologize. Be ready to accept whatever punishment you get.
Yes, ma'am.
You alright by yourself? It's like you finally gonna take responsibility.
Not even in the slightest. But I'm the one who got myself into this.
I
If it
gotta
makes
be
you
the one to
this
get myself
upset,
out.
You shouldn't have been late in the first place. Remember, when you apologize, try to explain how you'll improve for next time. It reflects on you better. And no excuses. Make sure you really mean it. You got that?
Makes sense. Well, here I go. See you later.
Rest in peace, my boy.
Guess I should go put in an apology from my side as well. Oh, by the way, have you heard anything from Iori?
Why? Oh, he skipped out because he's going through despair.
if you haven't heard anything, it's fine. But if he's playing hooky, there's gonna be hell to pay. He has no idea how much trouble he's causing me. Tell him he'd better at least call out next time. Anyway, I'll be going now. Put on a big smile and show them how much you love working service jobs.
Especially not when I'm behind the counter. Customer-facing side? Oh no. Tomochika wasn't chewed out too badly, but he worked the rest of the shift in silence. The first day of the internship concluded, I returned to the dorm. Oh no, it skips! They're like, we don't want you to go through this. Iwatode Strip Mall, Wild Duck Burger. I think I'm starting to get the hang of working here.
Oh, there you are.
Oh man, you like a man in uniform?
Hey! Oh, you're looking pretty good. I would have thought you've been working here for years.
It's like, I just like the looking pretty good part. You could exclude the other stuff. What are you doing here, playing hooky? How may I help you? How may I help you, sir? Man, I got all this stuff spilled on me. I can clean it up. But I have nothing to clean it up with. Let's see. How may I help you?
Hi, I'd like to place an order. Looks like you've got the routine down. Maybe they'll hire you full time.
That's quite a lengthy and wordy order, but if you ever wanted to order something like a beefcake, just know that it's right in front of you.
Looks like you're doing all right.
Let's see. Are you ready to order? What's up? I'm a little busy. You ready to order? It's like I'm just gonna keep on pressuring Ryoji with his order. I gotta know what my man likes.
I'll have the limited time combo with chili garlic fries and a coffee. Oh, and one smile, please.
Oh, the smile. A man of refined taste, of course. Now, I know you asked for it, but I would have given you one for free. But don't tell other people that. You can only tell me that. I get jealous.
Jokes aside, there's actually something I wanted to talk to you about.
Is that chili fries? Chili garlic fries, that sounds kick-ass. And coffee, man. Burgers and coffee. That's a vibe.
Hey, manager says to take your break. Wait, what? Mochizuki's here? I see you chose this place too. Well, my internship...
Oh, Ryoji, you didn't say he looked good in a uniform. See? What's it called? Ryoji's a keeper.
So what? You came here to rub it in my face? You better not start picking up chicks in here. You are literally a chick magnet, you know that? Our sworn enemy. Oh, now that you're here, I'd actually like to get your opinion too, Tomochika. About what? Lay it on me, we got time.
You sure about that? Shouldn't you be working? Speak for yourself. Let's see. Let's see. Are you sure about that? I guess is the most blunt. You're in hot soup.
Yeah, they told me to take a break too.
Oh, cool.
Come on, this is our chance to chill. Don't even think about wiping tables.
Sorry, it's an impulse.
You two get along pretty well, huh? I guess I'll go order something. You guys go ahead and find a seat.
As well as rank 6 can go.
Hold on, the manager hooked me up with some nuggets. Let me go grab them. Not such a bad person once you get to know each other. Just kinda intimidating at first.
Man, I feel like the manager's probably hella chill if he's just like, man, what's it called? He's just giving us free nuggets. I got here late, and as long as I kind of gave him like the sad, like sad face. What's it called? To get some food.
Nice, you know your junk food. Now this is what being a high schooler's all about. So, you wanted to talk about something? Well,
It's about Junpei-kun.
Yori? Aren't you guys doing the same internship?
Yeah, we were supposed to, but he didn't show up. Until today, that is. I finally saw him, so we talked for a bit. Did something happen to him?
Not sure, you should ask him. What makes you say that? What makes you say that? It's like, what's it called? I think you should ask him sounds like you're setting him up to be blasted.
Well, at first glance, he looks like he's goofing off as always, but it feels like he's forcing himself. I can see a hint of sadness when I look into his eyes.
A hint of profound sadness.
You know, Mochizuki, you're really starting to get on my nerves.
You know, I'm really concerned about my friend. Hey, you're pissing me off! What is that?
You're that good looking, but you still watch out for your bros?
Like, that's what makes him a keeper.
You're too perfect. What are we even supposed to do about this guy? Anyway, I don't know what's up, but I guess even Iori's not immune to getting bummed out sometimes. Guess that shouldn't be surprising. No one ever said being a teenager
I'm
was
just
easy.
a kid, my life is a nightmare.
Let's give him some space, yeah? He's got this guy living in the same dorm. That's a recipe for recovery for sure. So don't worry, I'm sure Iori will bounce back in no time.
Yeah.
Well, nothing more to do but take him to karaoke sometime. I'll let him know you were worried about him.
Oh no, he's gonna sing a lot of really depressing songs.
Thanks, Tomochika-kun.
Oh, crap, the time. Yeah, I gotta get back to work. I didn't even get to eat any of this. It's up to you now, Mochizuki.
I don't think I can eat this much. Guess I'll go ask for a to-go box at the register.
You got really egotistical by getting the special thing and, like, I guess you didn't get the coffee.
He's probably right. I'm sure Junpei-kun will be back to his cheerful self again soon. Especially with you around. You're his best friend, right?
I sure hope so. Yeah, he's got you too. What's it called? We can cheer him up.
Yeah. I'll do whatever I can to help.
We're
Have to
both
admit,
just bundles
I'm
of
a little
sunshine.
jealous. I never really had someone like that before. But what about now? Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. Seeing Junpei-kun like that had me worried about you as well. But I guess you're doing just fine.
It's like when you're across from me, everything is fine.
It's just... I don't like it.
Don't
Seeing
like-
you...
You don't like see me? Leave.
Seeing my
Oh,
friends
okay.
in pain. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag this on so long. See you later. Good luck on the rest of your shift.
Ryoji left and I got back to work. With the 4 days done, I headed back to the dorm. There's a box on the counter. It must have been something I ordered before.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hello. Junpei-san's still not feeling well. I'm getting really worried now.
That's...
After all he's been through, I can understand why he's feeling down. He got really lucky this week, though. No one realized he took some days off because everyone was at career experience. Hope he's feeling a little better now. I'm gonna defeat those Strega guys. I can't take this anymore.
Yeah.
It's like... Ken being like... What's it called?
Strega made Junpei feel upset. I'm really gonna kick their asses now.
I understand how you feel, but you don't have to do it all by yourself.
Yes.
I know.
Let me be right back a sec. because what's it called? I have to go to the restroom, but also I'm not sure if I want to keep streaming or if I'm gonna call it for lunch or food.
Yes.
Chill vibes, the nighttime of love, the sun unwind, any types of rhymes. Yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around, 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 around. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire.
Alright, I'm back, but I won't be back for too long. I'm just gonna be saving and heading out, so I need to get some food. So I will be marking this as my last big one before I head out. So let's close this up. Let's X out of this. And thank you all so much for coming along. It's really awesome to always be able to stream on Sundays, especially Persona. It's always really good. I hope to be able to play some other stuff as well. Hopefully, I'm curious about how Metaphor will be, but I'm wondering if, what's it called, it'd be something that I should stream on my own time, at least by the time I'm done with Persona. Because I think once I'm done with Nyx, I'm going to be thinking of another, like, really big game to put on my Sundays. But it would be between probably something I have, like one of the RPGs I have, or one of the RPGs I could get. But until then, I'm going to poke my beauty mark, poke the mic, and send out all kinds of positive vibes to be able to carry on through for the remainder of this upcoming week. But until